Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another BMW computer testing, the DME. This is a 2014 BMW X6 with a N55 engine. Customer concern is a crank, no start, no communication with the DME. I said, bring it over. This is actually an auto repair here in Virginia. Ed is actually a person that I used to work with, so I know him really well. He contacted me. He's like, Mike, can you help me out with this? Because the vehicle actually... it was in there for a repair. They give it back to the customer, and I think it's that way. So I don't remember exactly the whole history, but I think the front drive shaft came off, which is very common on this. All X6 and X5 has that problem. The front drive shaft, and even the 4 Series, 7 Series, if you're not careful, all-wheel drive vehicles in BMW. That should actually, and it used to be a recall, but they're no longer a recall. Not reason. I don't understand why, because I was very close to destroying my transmission in my X6M because of that, and I'm lucky that I was always checking that front drive shaft for play every time I do an oil service, and I didn't see nothing. But then in between one oil service to the other one, which I do it on my car every 5,000 miles, not every 10,000 miles like BMW tells you to, I felt a vibration when I was going to the shop, and I'm like, something is up, because my tires are brand new, everything, my wheels, I take very good care of my car. And as soon as I get there, I just bring it inside, lift it up, and that shaft one of the ears was already broken, and the drive shaft still was working because it's an all-wheel drive vehicle, so that's working all the time. But I was this close to destroying my transmission, and that would be a total loss, because, how much is a transmission for those cars? It will probably overpass the value of what the insurance wants to give you for your car. My car, for me, value more than what any insurance wants to pay. But if you will see, my X6M is in brand new condition. I'm very careful with my cars, and I give them all maintenance with all original components. I go into even reduce the maintenance. I do transmission services, differential services, which the real differential on those X6M is very expensive. By the way, so going back, this is what happens to this X6, and they replace the oil pan, put it back, and now the car does not start. It cranks and it runs, and Ed is telling me, no, Mike, the rhythm of the engine is good. It's like something else happened. But when he brought me the computer, I was a little late. I didn't put attention to it, but now that I have it here on my bench and everything, I see a little bit of a corrosion. Nothing that I can say, will damage the computer, but let me take you over to the folder that I created for them. This is the computer, so you can see it connected. I got everything, and I have created a harness and everything, so I can have the Valtronic relay. This is an original BMW relay, by the way. I have a test light in there just to see the activation of that when it takes place, but that's the real Valtronic for an N55 connected to the computer. I have the scanner and everything with a switch here ready to go. But again, let's go over to the information. All I'm going to show you is probably what they did in here, because I don't have those notes in here. But it says remove and replace oil pan. As you can see, drive shaft and 4-wheel alignment, which all is this correct? I mean, you need to do that, right? But what I want to show you here is not this one. So this is where the main powers and grounds and everything goes for the computer. You can see this pin right here is really corroded. So it's not a major corrosion, but if it's there, that means a lot of water has been sitting in here. And it's odd, because if you know this N55 engines, this computer is sitting under the intake. So how the water got there? It has to be maybe the cowl area, that it has, maybe the covers are broken or something, and the water has been dripping. And I'm going to tell Ed, because it's very common on the X5, BMW's X5 and X6, when the cowl plastics, the cowl area plastic break and they don't get replaced, that the water gets into the back cover, and it seizes the injectors in the cylinder, and it can damage all the wiring and everything because of corrosion. So it's a little hard to say something like that to a customer that you already replaced an oil pan, but I mean, it could be a never-ending thing. So he's going to have to put attention on this, because something else is in here, right? They told me also that the oil pan, not the oil pan, the oil level sensor and oil pressure sensor, which is another oil pressure, the oil level sensor and temperature sensor, which is, on the oil pan, the wiring got, entangled into the dry shaft, but they repaired it, and that was corrected. I said, like, well, take a look of the whole harness connections on the DME and everything to make sure that no wire got pulled. There is actually a relay box next to the or close to the engine computer that could have potentially be ripped out if something like that happened, and it's very common when those drive shafts break. I'm trying to, pass along everything that I can think of for a problem like this. All right, so let me just show you. There's a scan report. So this is going to be multiple pictures that he sent me, Ed. This is the transmission. It says CF17 message OBD engine data 3E for transmission control unit from DME PTCAN, multiple fold message, great seriousness. I'm not sure what scanner is that. Looks like a Snapple maybe. Multiple fold messages, low level seriousness or transmission from DME, all from the DME. Let's go into the next picture. This is the anti-lock brake system. It says engine management interface. Powertrain can message torque 1, powertrain can message 2, powertrain can message torque 3. No messages from the computer. No message engine control, receiver, transmitter, dynamic stability control, which is the ABS. So no message from the engine computer. And then another one, I have multiple. I think he sent me like 11 pictures of this. And now the air conditioner says no message stored, receiver, air conditioner, transmitter, DME. No message engine data, receiver, air conditioner, transmitter, DME. So there is no messages from the computer. So this is definitely, as you can see, even the all-around vision camera says message faulty, vehicle electrical system value, all-around vision camera, receiver, DME, DDE, transmitter. And for those that don't know, DME stands for digital motor electronic, and DDE is diesel, I think it's digital diesel electronics. All right, so I think that's good enough, right? So let's go back to here. I'm going to put the Ultra. This is the tool that I'm going to be using for. So right now I have everything powered off. I'm going to power on the BCI for the scanner, which you can almost see it in that view, but in the small circle. And I'm going to power on the computer. When we power on, we should see a movement on the Valtronic. Okay, that and we can see the relay is on. So the Valtronic did move, and that's indicating that computer is alive. Now, and look at the scanner. I have the VIN number from the paperwork in here, and they wouldn't know immediately the VIN number for themselves. It says in the paperwork, let me just read it here. I should have H10146. I cannot see because this is very glary in there. Let me put your image on my screen because I have a light onto my scanner. But yeah, H10146. So it's definitely their computer, right? All right, so I'm trying to touch in there and I cannot do that. Okay, let me just do the normal testing, but everything is passing in here. The communication is happening. So something else is in here. And I think that something else might be water intrusion. So I'm going to have to tell Ed to check that. I'm going to clean the computer as much as I can. It's only on that connector. But that is when the main powers and grounds are. So if that terminal is, or that whole connector is full of water, that could potentially short out and have burned a main power feed, right? So that definitely could be the problem. I keep trying to click on the screen. All right, so we can see, or you guys can see in there that it says it's a E71. If this will be a X5, will be a E70. The X6 N55 engine, and the model year with production date pretty much 2013-11, so that should be a 2014, and the last digits of the VIN number. Let's go over to read fault code data to see what we could possibly get there. Nothing is connected except for the Valtronic, so most likely, and it has to have get a fault for Valtronic lower limit not learned. And that is when a computer is working properly. Why? Because if it give us any phase bolt codes, or anything that is not like lower limit, it might tell me that we might have a Valtronic issue. And if it's a Valtronic that is not moving, it will make a no start condition because it cannot bring the Valtronic to the lower limit, but it will not stop the communication. So I cannot really connect those two dots. Just waiting for the scanner to finish doing, it's trying to communicate with the entire vehicle, which we don't have here, obviously. So let's wait a little bit. It's probably going to say that the communication is faulty because we don't have the entire vehicle. But I will attempt to do that. Probably already did tell us that. So let me select the DME, which should be the first one, yeah. And then let's read the trouble codes. Make this scanner be in a different angle because that glare is killing my eyes. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so yeah, all those pedal sensor is actually good because that means the logic on the computer is good. I'm looking for Valtronic problems, and I don't see any Valtronic issues. Now let's erase the full code. Let me see. Relay for ignition, PT CAN, communication fault, absent. You see, Ed, this is the problem right here also. It says in there that the PT CAN communication fault is absent. So this is definitely probably a short. So let's erase the full codes and see if we get that one for the Valtronic. You see, it is correct. So now you see when I erase that, the 2D442, which we don't have any stops in here on the Valtronic, is now saying the Valtronic adjustment range lower limit position not learned. That is actually correct. So honestly, Ed and guys, there's nothing wrong with this computer. Yeah, this is a completely communicating computer, nothing to do with what I was expecting to see. And I thought, it could potentially be a short and then damage the computer, but without checking in the vehicle, I'm just trying to help a friend, right? But now in here, I can definitely see that, no, we have good communication. There is nothing wrong. The Valtronic is moving good. There is no phase fault code. So this computer should start this car 100%. All right, guys, thank you so much. Again, just a short update for a customer. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.